And this matter comes before the court today on Mr. Bart's request to terminate the PPO that I ordered in favor of Ms. Klomp. So as an initial matter, I'll invite Mr. Smith to put your appearance on the record.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Don Smith, I'm appearing on behalf of Ms. Klomp, P65339.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. And Mr. Bartz, you're here representing yourself. I guess I'll swear you in and take some information from you. I'll let Mr. Smith ask any questions he has, and then I can make a ruling on your motion to terminate. So if you would raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do, sir.
Thank you. And could you state and spell your full name for the record, please?
Roger D. Bartz, Roger D. Bartz.
All right. And Mr. Bartz, I did receive your motion to terminate and your document that you supported, said in support of that. You're claiming that there is a lack of evidence supporting the allegations, and those would be, the only evidence I have when I make my decision on these PPOs are the sworn statements in the application for the PPO. In this case, gotta flip back and find that because I was just looking at it. There we go. The petition indicated that the behavior included statements that Ms. Klomp, that you had verbally called her names crazy, psycho, and psychopath, as well as vulgar language directly at her, such as fuck you and you are a liar. You're saying that's untrue?
Yeah.
You have never
she have proof of it?
Pardon me?
Does she have to prove it, or does it just her statement matter?
Oh, no, I'll take the same. I'll have to take sworn testimony from her that she heard you say it. And then I have to evaluate which one of you is telling me the truth. So your testimony today, though, is that you never said those words to her. Sir,
I never talked to her hardly. I mean, the whole thing of it is this has been going on for 2 years, 3 years now. It started with my neighbor next door. Now it's moved over to me, and she has some type of problem. I mean, over here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what her problem is. All I know is that she has continuously harassed me and continued to call the police on me. I mean, look at the number of police reports. It's the 19 or 20 of them that she's made, and I don't know the exact number, but I talked it over with the chief of police in Wyoming here, and she doesn't like me driving down the street in front of her house or something like that. So even driving on the street, she's got like 50 videos that I got through the Freedom of Information Act of me and my son just driving down the street.
Okay, and I think part of her complaint here is that on occasion that you have stopped your car directly in front of her driveway, preventing her from entering her own property.
That's not true, sir. That's the most untrue thing. I have a video camera that day of that instance that when she called the police, my car was never parked in front of her driveway, unless she's got video proving I'm parked in front of her driveway.
Okay, so you're saying that you may have driven past her house and her driveway.
Yeah, I drove past her house down the street. You're right.
Right, but are you not on a cul-de-sac? I mean, in other words,
yes, we are.
And when you drive past her house, is it needed to go past her house to get out of the cul-de-sac, or?
Yeah, well, you got to turn around someplace. It depends if I park my car in front of my house. I got to go down and turn around. I won't do it anymore. Actually, I talked to the chief. I made an agreement with him. I'll do my best not to drive by her house.
Got it. So in other words, kind of depending on where you're parked facing the street, you might have to use the cul-de-sac for a turnaround, but otherwise you possibly could avoid going past her house. Okay, I understand, I think, what's going on. And I think those are the primary factual allegations that I based the PPO on. So, Mr. Smith, do you have any questions for Mr. Bartz?
I do, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Just a second. I got a video that's playing in the background. I want to pause it. All right, there we go. All right. Mr. Bartz, we do have a video. Are you sure you want to, there wasn't a time when on May 11th when you saw Miss Klomp driving, you're driving a red vehicle, you
Well,
turn
hit
around
my
and
car.
park right in front of the driveway?
She about ran into the front of my car on 42nd Street in Colby. She went right at my car.
So then you
Right
did
at me.
what?
She used her car as a weapon. She came right at my car. She just missed me within inches.
So then you did what?
I did what?
I'm asking you.
I went home. I turned the car around and went down the street. I never blocked her
You didn't?
driveway. I have it on camera. I have it on camera, sir. I
All
have
right.
it on camera. You're not
All
going
right.
to convince me that I blocked her driveway. I have it on camera.
All right.
I have it cameras too.
I'm going to ask you
I
another
have proof
question.
of it right here.
All right,
Nobody
well,
ever
what I'll do
blocked
is
her
I'll have
driveway
Mr.
or
Smith-
stopped her from getting in the driveway.
Let me pause you just for a second, Mr. Barth. I'll have Mr. Smith project his video if he can do that, so I can see that. And then I'm gonna ask you to project your video on the screen. And
I
then
don't have a
can-
video. I have a picture.
Oh, a picture. Okay, okay. Are you able to show it to me from
You're-
where you
you're-
said? Are you able to? Well, let Mr. Smith do his thing first.
What is going on out there? I think he's made his position clear, and I don't have any other questions for him.
Okay, all right. And do you want to
I
show
don't
me
know.
that
What's
video?
that
or
mean?
you-
What's
You
that
want-
mean, Your Honor? Can you help me out, please? I made my position clear. The thing of it is like I drove by her driveway, but I did not block her from going in her driveway.
All right, and you're saying you have a video that shows different, Mr.
Yeah, I
Smith?
have a video. I have a Ring camera video. See right there?
Can you show me the what you have there as best you can, Mr. Bartz? Hold it up in
Yes,
front
I
of the
can.
camera.
Yeah, right there. It's not parked in front of her driveway.
Can we help you?
A little higher if you can, or back. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and you got to tell me what I'm seeing there because it's not
Well-
crystal clear to me.
Well, the driveway's way back here. My car's up here going down the street. The car went by her driveway.
Okay, and what you're saying is that's a clip of video that shows you that you've proceeded past the driveway at that point.
Yeah, I knew I didn't block her. Why would I block her from going in the driveway?
Well, you know, just reading into the situation, I guess if I was ticked that she'd almost hit me at the intersection, maybe I'd feel like I was going to block her and have a word with her or report it
I
to
was
police
going
or
to try to
something.
talk to her because this has been going on, Your Honor, and I'm actually I'm a 74-year-old man. She's a 45-year-old woman, and she's been attacking me for 2 or 3 years here now.
You've never had.
I've
Well,
never
now,
had
when you say
problems with any of
attacking,
my other
Mr. Bartz-
neighbors or anybody else in the neighborhood, but her.
And when you say that, you mean physical attacking or just this back and forth with police reports, et cetera?
I'm a Bill Health, sir. I missed a very important appointment today because of this, and I can't even hardly walk.
How long have you lived in the neighborhood?
I've lived in the neighborhood 50 years. 50 years I've been here. 50 years I've had this house. I've never had one other problem besides her.
All right. No, I think I understand your position there. Mr. Smith, do you wish to swear in Ms. Klomp?
Yes, actually, you know what I will do? We have another witness, and I will do him first.
Okay, very well. Is that
okay.
witness present with you?
Chris?
Yes.
All right. We
He
will
wasn't
call-
even there. He wasn't even there. He wasn't.
All right,
even
I'll
there.
give you a chance. You'll get a chance to ask him those questions, Mr. Bartz, but first I've got to let
Okay,
Mr.
thank you,
Smith take
sir.
his testimony after I swear him in. So, sir, if you would raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And would you state and spell your name for the record, sir?
First name's Christopher, Chrisistopher. Last name Diehl, Diehl.
Thank you, Mr. Beal. And Mr. Smith, you may proceed.
Your Honor, that's D as in David, D-I-E.
Deal. Okay,
Yes,
thank you
correct.
for the correction.
Yep. Mr. Diehl, where do you live?
4119 Colby Avenue, Wyoming, Michigan.
And who do you live with?
My girlfriend, Lauren Elizabeth Klomp.
All right. And how long have you lived with Miss Klomp?
15, 16 years.
Okay. In that house?
Yes.
Okay. And that house is on a cul-de-sac?
Yes.
All right. So when you look out the front window of the house to get out of the neighborhood, do you drive right or left?
Drive to the right.
Okay. So to the left is where the end of the street would be the cul-de-sac.
Yes.
Okay. And are you familiar with Mr. Bartz?
Yes.
All right. And who is he?
Kitty corner neighbor.
Okay.
from
So
our house.
he lives on the other side of the street,
Yes.
right? But not right exactly across the street.
Correct.
He lives to the side of the street and then to the right.
Yes.
So he lives closer to the exit of the neighborhood than you do.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Have you witnessed Mr. Bartz call Miss Klomp names?
Yes.
All right. When did that happen?
I would say it was about a month before the big episode of his car blocking the driveway and not letting her get in the driveway.
Okay. And so that would have been late April, early May of 2026?
Yes.
Okay. And how did this happen? Where were you and where was he when you witnessed this?
We were pulling up to our driveway. I get out, get the rope so she could back in, and I hear him screaming names.
Okay. And what names did you hear him screaming?
Psychopath, bitch, liar.
Okay. And this was when you guys were just returning home?
Yes.
So there was no back and forth before you stopped the car to get out?
No.
Okay. So the judge isn't familiar with the situation. Let's just clue him in a little bit. So Miss Klomp likes to have a rope across the end of the driveway?
Yes.
And she just keeps a rope across the end of the driveway?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of like when people retar their driveway, they put a rope across so people can't drive.
Correct.
So whenever you leave, you have to get out, walk to the end of the driveway, remove the rope,
Yes.
and then get and then once the car is out, you have to go back and then rehook the rope.
Yes.
All right. Same thing or the opposite thing when you return home.
Correct.
So when she returns home, then you got out of the car and then went and removed the rope so then she could enter the driveway.
Yes.
All right, and she likes to back into the driveway.
Yes.
All right. So you kind of swing forward, and before you back up, somebody gets out, removes the rope, you back in, you put the rope back up.
Correct.
Okay. And so you were doing that when you heard Mr. Bartz say these
Yes.
things? Okay. What was his tone of voice?
Angry, upset.
Okay. And are you, is this the first and only time you've heard this?
I have heard it through a ring cam, through camera.
Okay. So do you guys have a Ring doorbell cam?
Yes.
Do you save the footage?
Yes.
All right. Do you review the footage?
Lauren does.
Okay. But have you personally reviewed the
I
footage?
have person, she has showed me. Yes.
Okay. All right. And does that, based on what you've seen, does that Ring doorbell fairly accurately depict what was going on in the neighborhood 24/7, I'm guessing?
Yes. 100%.
Okay. And what have you witnessed in that?
And angry, someone that wants to hurt my girlfriend. There's no words to say. It's someone angry.
Okay. All right. Has he had conversations with you as well when Miss Klomp wasn't around?
Yes.
All right. And what has he said to you?
That why I shouldn't be with a liar. You know, she's a psychopath. You shouldn't trust her. And that's basically, it's only when I come home from work.
Okay. So he said things to you about her when you were coming home as well?
Yes.
So these aren't conversations that you guys have had on each other's porch or anything.
No.
This is, you are aware when he says these things to you.
Yes.
Where are you when he says these
I was in my driveway getting back into my car after putting the gate back up.
And you call the gate is the rope.
The rope. Yes.
Okay. All right. So when Mr. Bartz says that he's never said those things to Miss Klomp, is that true?
No. Yes. No, that's not true. He
Okay.
does say that those.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't have anything further for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bartz, do you have any questions?
Your
for
Honor.
Mr. Diehl,
Your Honor,
go ahead.
I've only once ever walked across the street. That's when the last case was. There was a PPO before that was dismissed, when the gate got bumped and knocked down, and that's that whole dilemma. I went over there and took some pictures of the gate rope that she said that cost all this money that my insurance company actually paid for. You know, so that's all been taken care of. But I took some pictures of it because it was the same as it was. All it did is knock it off its class. She just hung it back up, and it's been that way ever since.
But you didn't swear at her or call her names when you were taking those
She
photos?
comes out into the driveway. Like if I go down the street, drive down the street, she comes out in the driveway saying crazy things. You want some of this? You want this? You want that? She just acts real crazy sometimes. So I basically have ignored her for the most part, but she is pretty antagonizing sometimes. She can be pretty antagonizing. I don't understand. I've lived here all my life for all that time, and I never had no problem with anybody else. But all of a sudden, I can't drive up and down the street. So I did what the police officer told me to, and I'm going on with that. And
You still haven't answered my
all the
question.
problems over nothing. It's over nothing. It's absolutely over nothing. There's just she's unless you can show me.
Let me pause you, Mr. Bartz. When you're driving your car and she yells at you, have you yelled those names back at her verbally from the car?
Not really.
Well, yes or no?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
I don't. There's no all the video that she sent to the city of Wyoming, I reviewed it. And all it is me driving them down the street, no hand gestures, nothing. I have
Okay.
I'm not threatening her for one thing. I don't have any reason to threaten her. I'm not like going across the street saying I'm gonna kill her. I'm not going across the street threatening her.
Yeah, I get it.
This whole thing has gone way too far, sir. It's gone way out of control.
Who do you have
really has.
assisting you, Mr. Bartz? Who's sitting beside you? We're getting some input from her. Who is that?
Hi, I'm his friend.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Alexandra.
Last name?
I'd rather not give that on record, if that's okay.
Nope, you made yourself a witness and you're part of this thing now, so you got
Don't
to tell
say
me.
it. Just give it to him.
Just do it. I made myself a witness.
Yeah, you're giving Mr. Bartz information or trying to talk to him during his testimony. So you're potentially a witness. Mr. Smith may want to question you. What's your last name?
Would you get me involved in?
Oh, just forget it.
I would rather, could I give that to you off record?
Well, then you're gonna then at this time I'm gonna request that you leave the hearing and not supply any more information or input.
That's fine.
from
That's
Mr.
fine.
Bartz.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, she was just a friend of mine. Sort of.
No, I get it, but I got to make sure.
I didn't
that all
know.
the
I didn't
evidence,
know. She
is
was
part of it.
here because she says that I can get a little on. You know, I'm a little bit nervous about this, and she.
Well, I can understand that, and I think well, anyway, I think that's the extent of it. Mr. Smith, do you have any additional questions?
Hey,
for
sir,
Mr. Bartz?
can I tell
Okay,
you?
go ahead and make your
Yeah,
statement.
because I wasn't finished. She sent in a ton of videos to the city of Wyoming, and I got them through the Freedom of Information Act. There's no video of me ever flipping her off or anything. Is there some video someplace of me flipping her off?
Well, I think Mr. Smith was going to possibly show some video, but he elected not to do that, but just simply to use at least the testimony.
Because there is none, sir.
We
There
might
is
hear
no
some more
proof of this.
testimony. I guess I haven't quite let Mr. Smith finish his case in chief yet. So if you don't have any questions for Mr. Diehl, I'll have him step down from the witness stand.
And sir, can I
yeah.
say something else?
Go ahead.
That gentleman there, couple years ago when he bought a new truck, I talked to him, but I have not talked to him up by his driveway or anything for over 2 years.
Okay, so you're denying what he was saying about
Yeah,
you,
yeah, that's just
saying that
totally
your girlfriend's
false.
a liar. Okay.
Yeah, I don't talk to him. I haven't talked to her. I haven't dared to talk to her.
Okay.
I
All
mind
right.
my own business.
Mr. Smith, who's your next witness?
We'll call Ms. Klomp.
Ms. Klomp, would you
All
raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
Correct, Your Honor. Yes.
Very good. Thank you. And you may proceed, Mr. Smith.
Ms. Klomp, you've had problems with Mr. Bartz for some time.
Correct, yes.
All right. And so much so that you filed for PPO in 2024.
Correct.
All right. And was that for allegations similar to this?
Correct, yes.
All right. I don't want to go relitigate that, but that was for similar conduct.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I can see that you're struggling here.
Yeah.
Grab those, please. Is this upsetting?
Very much so, yes.
Why?
Oh my God.
Because this
Okay,
has been
Mr.
going on
Bartz,
for
you can't
2 years.
comment during her testimony, so I'm going to have to ask you or I'll have to.
I'm sorry, sir. I was talking.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Klomp.
Because this has been going on for 2 years and it's been traumatizing and terrifying and stressful and fearful for my life and hypervigilant and
Sure. Let's, well, suffice to say you're upset. All right. We made an allegation about something that would have happened on May 11th. What happened on May 11th with regard to the cars?
on May 11th, I was traveling on 42nd to go home. I turned like I normally would onto Kobe. I saw
Kobe's your street.
Kobe's my street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know the north, south, east, west. When you turn left, you're heading what direction?
Turn left. I'm headed towards Clyde Park.
Okay.
If you go off, well, depends on.
Sometimes
Right.
asking north, south, east, west only confuses people, and I apologize. I withdraw the question.
Okay.
All right, so you turn left towards your home.
Yeah, I was turning. I was turning into Kobe off of 42nd. So after I was turning, Roger was at the stop sign. I just turned like I normally would down the street, and I was going to go right by my rope, and I sat there for a second, and I was going to unclip it, and then I saw Roger make a U-turn, and then he came, back towards down the street where we both live, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening, so I kind of like frantically, and it happened all so fast, and I went around the cul-de-sac thinking, I was like, well, maybe he's going to go home and he's going to drive right into his driveway. Maybe he forgot something. Oh, nope. He came and he blocked in front of my rope in front of my driveway. So I couldn't get in. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I'm just like, I just left and left. And then he went around the cul-de-sac and then he left as well. He didn't make an attempt to.
Let's keep your answer short so I can keep getting questions in.
Sorry.
All right. So you turn left and then we're right around the place where you turn left. You passed him.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And then you drove by your driveway and then prepared to back into your driveway.
I was going to, yes.
Yes. And then what you're required to do then is to get out of your car so that you can undo the rope.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And then is that when you saw Mr. Bartz?
Correct.
And he was still in his vehicle?
Still a vehicle.
And he had turned around then?
Made a U-turn, yes.
Okay. And then he had driven his car all the way to where?
In front of my driveway.
Okay.
And blocked my driveway.
So he just denied that. Is that true?
Correct. Yes, he just denied that.
Is that true that what he said that never happened?
No.
Okay. You were there, you saw it.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay.
I saw it.
And
I experienced it.
my recollection is that you have 2 videos shooting out the front of your house. Is that right? Okay.
Yes, I do.
One is what, a Ring doorbell?
Yeah, they both are.
And one shoots straight?
Correct, yes.
Okay. But there's also one that like shoots at an angle so you can actually see down the road.
Correct, yes.
And what's the one that shoots down the road?
Is to watch my rope.
Okay. So you pay 2 subscriptions to Ring doorbell?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I wondered how you had 2.
Yeah.
So, okay. And is this incident captured on both those videos?
Yes.
Okay. So he's not telling the truth when he says he didn't do that because you saw it.
Correct.
And it's
And experienced it. Yeah.
and there's 2 videos of it.
Correct, yes.
Okay. How did that make you feel?
I panicked. I was in a nervous wreck. I didn't know what to do. I was stressed. I was feared for my life.
Okay. And then, so you didn't even go to your own home?
No, I couldn't even go home.
All right. Where'd you go?
I ended up going to the church because I called 911 because I was so panicky. I was frightened. I just wanted to go home.
Is that like at the end of the workday? I don't remember what time it was.
It was at the end of the workday for me.
Okay. All right. And was this after there have been times when he's said things to you?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. How many occasions has he screamed various names at you?
I would say it's almost about like once a month.
Okay. Over what period of time?
Over the 2 years that we've been having this confrontational thing.
Okay. And what time of day do these things occur?
Mostly at night or when I come home from work or in the morning when I leave.
Because you work every day.
I work every day.
So you're not home every day.
No.
Okay. So there's not much of an opportunity for you to have contact with them because you aren't home.
Correct.
All right. So it's usually when you're coming or going, when you're leaving your driveway.
Correct. Yes.
And because of that rope, then there's always an opportunity when you have to get out of the car, walk to the end of the driveway. Is that when these things occur, when you're out of your car?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. What names does he call you?
He calls me psycho. He calls me psychopath. He calls me crazy. He says F you. He gives me the finger sign and he calls me a liar.
Okay. And is this a conversation you're having with him?
No.
All right. And what's his mannerisms? What is he acting like when he's saying these words to you?
He's very angry and he's very angry and he provokes. He's intimidating.
Is he yelling or talking or whispering?
Very yelling. Yeah,
Okay.
he's yelling across the street.
Okay.
Or he's on his ring camera.
All right. We made an allegation about him complaining, and I won't dwell too much on it. One of the things that we made an allegation about is he's complained about you having lights in your yard as well.
Correct.
All right.
Yes.
So just briefly, you have like the little stake solar lights that people use to light their pathway, their sidewalks.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And where'd you get those?
I got them from Amazon.
Okay.
And some of them from Harvard.
Okay. And then how far apart are these lights?
About like 3 or 4 feet apart.
Okay. So that's kind of standard placement.
Yes.
Okay. And he's complained how many times?
Complained 2 times about the lights.
That
And
they
one
were-
time
That they were
officers.
too bright.
Too bright.
Okay.
Yep.
Once to the city and once to a police officer.
2 to the city and 1 to the officer on the last incident.
Has the city indicated to you that that's an ordinance violation at all? Okay. Is there anything that you've done to like aim these yard lights that towards his home?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. All right. And when you talk to the officer about the lights, is that when you discussed his behavior towards you?
Correct.
Okay. Did you receive some advice from that officer?
Yeah, the officer suggested that I were to get a PPO to have this matter.
Okay. All right. And then have you also discussed this situation with Miss Heather Chapman? I met her before. I should know her name. Who's the city attorney for Wyoming?
Yes, I
All
have.
right.
Yes.
Did she give you any advice?
Yes, she said that if things were to go further to get a PPO.
Okay.
As well.
All right. And I think you've stated that. I guess the next thing would be to, I do have a couple of videos to play. I'm not very good at screen sharing. I'm hoping there's no hiccups with it, but I could go start about playing those videos if that would be the next appropriate thing. Each one is about a minute.
Give it your best shot, Mr. Smith. If we're able to see it, that'd be great.
Okay. So, Ms. Klomp, I'm going to show you a video that your Ring doorbell camera indicates occurred on May 11th, 2026. You gave that to me?
Yes.
All right.
correct.
What is in that May 11, 2026
Um,
videos?
That is the incident where Roger Bartz blocked me from my driveway.
Okay. And Mr. Bartz is driving a vehicle?
Yes.
Describe his vehicle.
It's a red Cherokee.
Okay.
Jeep.
Which is like an SUV?
Yep.
All right. And what are you driving?
I'm driving my black Honda minivan.
Okay. And you can say that these videos, or this particular video fairly accurately occurred that day with regard to the cars?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So whose vehicle is leaving right now?
Roger Bartz.
In this vehicle, this footage is being shot from one of your Ring doorbell cams?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Oh, shoot. It looks like it's being glitchy. Oh, there we go. And is he heading out of the neighborhood at this point?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, there we go. And at some point, will he pass you?
Yes, you'll see me turning in.
Is that you?
Yep, that's me, and then that's him turning around right there.
Okay. Is that him turning around then?
Yep.
Heading back.
Didn't show her trying to hit the car though.
Is that your driveway with the rope with the flags hanging down?
Correct, yes.
Where does his car stop?
Right in front of my driveway.
Is that you leaving?
Yes, that's me leaving.
And then he leaves after he sees you leave.
Correct, yes.
All right. And is there another view of this same incident?
Yes,
All right, and that one's shot basically, is it straight down the driveway?
correct, yes.
Okay. Your Honor, for the sake of the court's time, I'm happy to play a separate video unless you're satisfied that you
I'm
understand. how
satisfied with
things
what
stand.
I've seen in that one.
Okay, all right. And let me get out of here. Hopefully, do I know how to do this? Hopefully I do. Oh, good. And then there's another one that occurred on May 5th. And at the end of the May 5th video, there's some audio that's caught.
Yes.
Okay, what happens in that May 5th video?
May 5th, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one where he calls me a name.
Okay. And let me see if I can't get that going here. All right, so this is the May 5th video. And the ring doorbell camera captures audio, but it's not great, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you listen close, this is, I think it's got another
Yeah.
10, 20 seconds to go. We'll hear something in the background.
Yes. Yep. You'll see him walking towards the front.
Oh, we can see him by a red car in the back, can't we?
Yeah.
Oh, now it's in front of the neighbor's house. Is that right?
Yeah, you'll hear.
That's my house.
Is that one of the times that he was screaming at you?
Yeah, he calls me a psychopath.
Okay. I think the video was clippy, but you could hear something.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
That's my house.
Your Honor, I think that, I think you got the gist of it. Anything else would be duplicative. So we don't have any other videos to show and we would rest.
Very good. Mr. Bartz, do you have any questions for Ms. Klomp?
Well, first of all, that was my neighbor that pulled out of the driveway. That was me walking in front of my house. And I didn't say anything to her because my neighbor was there. I mean, that was him pulling out of the driveway. I was talking to him.
So
And
your testimony is you didn't yell anything. It was
no,
hard to hear
no,
on the video.
you know, no. There's nothing yelling. And besides that, you know, the reason why I sort of moved over there when she went down the street, because she was driving down the street. I don't know why. I don't know why that video doesn't seem, it seems cut, because the whole thing of it is, I drove down and, you know, on the side of the street, and she came back the other way, and I sort of paused a minute to let her go by. I didn't cause her any trouble. I didn't say anything to her. But the whole thing of it is, where's the video at the end of the street where she almost ran into my car? Otherwise, I wouldn't have turned around. She came right at my car, Your Honor. She came right at it. She came right at my car. And the whole thing of it is, there's a letter in the testimony there from my neighbor where she almost ran me over in the street when I was out working on my trailer. Look at that.
I did see,
Sue.
I did get a letter that you submitted, I think, Mr. Bartz.
No, I submitted it with the paperwork. I have it in the file. There were 2 letters from 2 of my neighbors.
Yeah, I saw this one, this is a Susan Galgansky
Yep,
says,
and she went over and talked to Sue and asked Sue if I wrote that, if she wrote that letter. And read the letter. She
Okay,
almost
well, I
ran
did.
me over.
Do you have her to testify today? Did Ms. Galgansky come in as a witness?
I didn't know that I needed her, but
Yeah, you need it in person. You can't do it just by letter. That would be hearsay. I have to have her swear to it or submit it, as a sworn affidavit.
I don't know. I could see if she's home.
Well, I don't have an endless amount of time this afternoon. I do have another hearing coming up that I'm already late for by about 10 minutes because of the length of time I've spent here. Anything, I guess this is your last opportunity to ask Ms. Klomp any questions that you might have, and then I think I'm in a position to make a ruling.
All I know is that I don't speak to her, and she's consistently going after me. And my neighbor next door to me, the girl next door to me.
All right, well, it's not about her.
I
it's
know,
really
I know,
about the
but
two of you.
she's afraid of this girl, man. This girl really, I don't know. You're right. I'm going on. Okay,
All right.
go ahead, Your Honor.
There was some mention there that I think by Mr. Diehl that sometimes he heard you speaking over the Ring doorbell. I'm not, I don't have a Ring doorbell myself. I have seen the function where they can kind of talk back to you. Do you have that on your Ring doorbell?
Not on my front one, on my garage one, I do. I don't know about the front one.
When you're
The front
inside
one
the house,
says the Ring doorbell goes, "You are being filmed."
yeah, but sometimes the person inside the house, like you'd answer the door and say, "Can I help you?" or who are you?" or whatever. Do you ever use that speaker to address either Miss Klomp or Mr. Diehl?
No, I don't
Oh.
think I ever have, sir. I know I haven't, Your Honor. No, I have not ever used that to address them. I don't follow her around. I don't care if she comes and goes. You know what? You look at I don't know, man. These videos that she sent to the city of Wyoming, she's got better cameras than that Ring camera there. She's got a tripod camera in her front window.
All right. Well, any additional questions? Let me close this down. Any return questions, Mr. Smith?
For
Ms.
my
Klomp?
client, no.
All right. Well, we're here. It is Mr. Bart's motion to terminate the PPO. Protective orders have to be based on 2 events that are cited by the petitioner that would make a normal person feel harassed. And you mentioned the term threatening at some point, Mr. Bartz. It doesn't have to be I'm in fear of my life that he's going to come and shoot me, but rather harassment can be something along the lines of vulgar or offensive language. Of course, it could be signs or pictures or whatever. You name it. Neighbors seem to be able to use it to get under each other's skin. And my job is to say, well, did 2 events happen that would support a protective order? And then when I put one in place, these aren't criminal cases where, you're, found, if you violate it, I could throw you in jail and then it becomes in effect a criminal proceeding. But, while they're in effect, it doesn't create a criminal record or, anything of that nature that, it would show up on your long-term permanent record, anything of that nature.
But it puts a lien on me, though.
They're short term. Well, it does show up in lien for our local law enforcement, but I don't think it'll show up in a statewide lien.
It did. I got a letter from the state.
Oh, you got a letter from the state police?
Yeah, I can't go deer hunting this year. I can't do my business and things I enjoy doing.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm going to do at this time is, I've heard testimony from both Mr. Bartz and the petitioner in this case, Ms. Klomp. And Ms. Klomp's testimony was that 2 incidents were cited in there that were the basis of the protective order. One, the incident with a vehicle of obstructing the driveway. And I did see that occur, and I saw the vehicle pull in front of the driveway. It did you know, even tilt its wheels a little bit so they went up on the edge of the driveway, or, you know, canted in a little bit, you know, as if to sit in that driveway. It was only there for a second, and then, you know, the video
Couldn't get
does
up
show
there, Your
consistent.
Honor. The rope's there.
No, you
ropes
have
there.
to. This is my turn, Mr. Bart, so I get to
Okay.
say the last word for the record. So I do find that that incident did occur. That certainly it could have been the perception in the context of what was happening. And Mr. Bartz has pointed out that he was agitated and that he thought he was endangered at the other end of the street. And he thought in the event that, you know, I suppose Ms. Klomp was pulling into her driveway, that he might give her a piece of his mind. Now, I will note that in the context of this contentious relationship between the neighbors, that would be exactly the wrong thing to do. You know, if you want to file a police report about the traffic incident that happened, that's absolutely okay. I never grant PPOs because a person is filing police reports in general, you know, because if you're using the police, you're not confronting the person, you're going through the official channel. And of course, the same is true with zoning and lights and things like that, you know, those things are controlled by officials. And if you're making a report to those officials, then you're not going to be in danger. But if you're confronting the person directly, well, of course, that can escalate. The second issue is the question of, did Mr. Bartz at different points say or yell things offensive or harassing to Ms. Klomp? Mr. Bartz has denied it. Ms. Klomp has said she heard it. Ms. Klomp also brought in her boyfriend, who said that on at least one occasion he heard offensive language used towards Ms. Klomp. I am going to go with that. Part of it is, Mr. Bartz, you have a hard time, you know, just, you know, kind of being silent, listening to what's going on in the proceeding here. I can imagine a scenario where something, for whatever reason, it got under your skin and you felt the need to respond to it right on the moment there. And I'm going to tell you, with regard to Ms. Klomp, you just got to control that, whatever it takes, because you don't want to wind up in jail. So I'll find that the two incidents did occur and that the protective order shall remain in place as signed by the court. When does that expire, Mr. Smith?
No,
Number 9.
December 9th of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, December
Okay.
9th of this year, yeah.
2 weeks prior to the expiration, you may apply for an extension if there's additional activity that in your mind violates or comes close to violating the protective order and harasses you additionally. And of course, at that time, Mr. Bartz may oppose it, or you know, if he chooses not to oppose it, then it generally gets extended. So there is an opportunity for an extension, but it's going to remain in place at least till December 9th. Mr. Bartz, you've told me about some real solid decisions you've made. After all a protective order asks you to do is stay out of the sight of the other person. You need to make a very conscientious effort to do that, because you got everything to lose here. If I find that you violated the protective order, I can put you in jail for 93 days. And I just sent a guy, after about 150 warnings not to violate it, I just sent him for a 45-day jail stay, a gentleman from up in the northern part of Kent County. So I have done that on occasion. It's you know, my last choice. I don't think anyone should have to go through that. And at your age, you certainly got better things to do than to sit down in the Kent County jail, you know, for any number of days. So in order to avoid that, all you have to do is turn away when you're potentially contacting Ms. Klomp. I will note there's a firearms provision in there that prohibits Mr. Bartz from possessing firearms. However, Mr. Bartz has indicated that he is a hunter. I will allow him to possess firearms off his own premises for the purpose of participating in the deer hunting season this year, since he stated, you know, that's something he does for recreation, and you know, would like to continue engaging in, and certainly ought not create any conflict with his neighbor. In fact, hopefully it'll give him something else to, you know, get out of the neighborhood and focus on something else, at least for a period of time. So I'll grant that limited exception based on the testimony I heard today, but the remainder of the protective order will remain in place as stated. So thank you both.
Your Honor, can I ask you a question?
You go ahead. Gotta be
So-
quick though.
So she can like just call in on me at any time?
Well, in general, I don't, you know, like if you were to file a protective order and said this lady called the police on me 40 times, there is such a thing as a civil case for a, you know, abusive process or malicious prosecution that you could file in a circumstance like that. But it's not really a good fit for a protective order, because in effect, it puts the, you know, other person, they're using the police department to contact you. And of course, we trust that when the police department contacts you, they're going to act professionally and sort the thing out.
This has happened in the
themselves.
past already, don't
No,
you?
no, I'm aware this is a long-standing and back and forth situation. So I don't want to say those could never be a problem. And obviously, if a person files a false report with a police officer, there are criminal penalties potentially associated with it. But in general, that's not going to be a basis where I would grant you a protective order if she's going through the police or, a city zoning official or something like that, because, it puts another person between the two of you. And by the same token, if her conduct is something that you feel is improper, well, I'm also not going to fault you for reaching out to the police and speaking to them and trying to resolve the situation that way. The main thing, I view these used to be called peace bonds. They're basically to try to keep neighbors from getting in each other's face. And, the ultimate goal is there's this horrible case from Ottawa County where two people, it's a snow blowing case where, this allegedly lady blows snow on her neighbor's driveway for 20 years. And one day in the middle of the winter, he just gets fed up with it, goes and gets his pistol and shoots her. And there have been protective orders and some action between it. He's now in life without parole, first-degree murder, and she's dead. So, these are trying to get a handle
Your
on
Honor,
things
that ain't
before.
gonna
No,
happen.
and I don't think that's going to happen at all here. The fact that you both show up for this hearing and, you can both participate civilly in the court process is a good indicator that, we're nowhere near that. And and that's kind of what the process is designed to do. I can't order.
So she can continue to keep this on and on and on forever?
She can, as long as she goes through the police and, doesn't commit an illegal act. She's using a recourse that's available to her.
Oh,
and
you
to
mean
as well.
okay, because they're sick of it in Wyoming here, so.
Good. Well, and certainly, I'm not going to speak for police officers and things like that. I'll let them,
I talked to
communicate back
the
and
chief
forth.
of police. He said that he's sick, that they're
Okay.
sick of it.
Well,
Okay? I
all
don't,
right. Just
thanks for
follow
the rights
order,
back.
Mr. Bartz, so I can keep you from going to jail. That's the
What do
last
I gotta
thing wanna
do? I mean, she's done this in the past. What do
I
I
know.
do? Tell me.
If you see her outside or you think it's a situation where the two of you might come in contact with each other within speaking distance, you just need to turn around and go the other direction because,
I
as I
will.
said before, you got everything to lose here. So, good luck to you both.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
So I lost it, didn't I? Oh. My fault, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
Well, at least he didn't cuss me out. He blamed himself.